And so in this book, I analyze, I through storytelling, explore, well, what does that mean? What are the different elements to how a hacker thinks? And then most importantly, how can someone apply it? Like it's one thing to be like, you should think like a hacker. And people are like, okay, that sounds interesting. Now what? And so this book is sort of the now what. So, I mean, obviously there's the convince, I'm trying to convince why you should do this. And then it's very actionable in terms of teaching people how to do that. I mean, I get to spend every day around hackers. Hackers are my friends. I go on vacation with hackers. And I think the hacker mindset is a superpower. And what I'm trying to do with this book is to teach that superpower to everyone who is interested in a new way of thinking.
Yeah, it seems like everyone has that to some extent, or they have, that need, right? Because, like, just going back to like kind of how we started the conversation, where you have to find a way to hack your own mind to get yourself through the roadblocks that you encounter. Like when I was starting my dissertation, I was having huge writer's block, and my chair literally had to break it down. He's like, just give me a paragraph. Give me 4 sentences. Can you give me 4 sentences? Like on this first little intro, just talk about yourself for 4 sentences. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I could do that. It's like, okay, now like talk about this topic. What's the first part of it? Like why does it matter? And once I was able to like kind of hack my own mindset, now I'm 100 pages in and I'm not close to being done, unfortunately. But like it got me there, it got me through it, and now I'm able to work my way through those problems that I was encountering.
I love that. Yeah. It's interesting because some of the things we talk about at the top of the show are directly reflected in this book. Like the idea of like doing one more thing, how to build habits, how to basically be more tenacious. Cause that's one of the key elements. I mean, I've had through the course of interviewing and writing this book, and I gave a TED talk called Why You Need to Think Like a Hacker, and sort of so working on that, all these things, they helped me like distill down what does it actually mean to think like a hacker. Like it's a pretty cool process. I got to go reach out to hackers that I respect and admire and ask them that question. What does that mean to you? And I basically distilled it down to these 4 traits that hackers are. They're curious, they are non-conforming, they're committed, and they're creative. So those the 4 C's, as I think about them, hackers are curious. Their hackers are inquisitive. They want to understand how things work, why it works that way, all that stuff. The second is that hackers are committed, are non-conforming, meaning that they're not willing to follow along where the herd is going just because the herd is going there. They want to think independently and say, well, I know I should do X, but what if I did Y? So that's non-conformity. And then hackers are committed, which is to say that hackers are willing to invest the time, the effort, the love, the passion, the person power, whatever the resources may be required to pursue their target.